Hi guys, welcome back. So today we're going to show you a couple safety tricks to keep you from having an accident with a chainsaw. I have my MS362 here and my log cant, and then I'll have my safety gear on, and we'll show you a couple things that I think are helpful when running a chainsaw, and then just a couple safety things. This video will be for a lot of new learners, but it might be good if you've run a chainsaw for a while to just watch this video. I've been working at our French tree farm a lot lately, so I haven't gotten a video up in a little while. It's Sunday. I put one out on Friday. I hope you guys liked that video. Thank you to any new subscribers. I'd love to hit that 100,000 mark by the end of December. We'll see if that happens. If it does, thank you to everyone who has done that. But yeah, so we're going to start this video. I hope you enjoy it. So, when you're using a chainsaw, we're going to want to wear chaps, protective chaps, and if you can, you might want to wear a helmet. A helmet will help with, if you're cutting down a tree, branches that might fall, or just, you know, little stuff that could fall on your head. And then if you're not cutting down a tree, if your saw kicks back, like this, you're cutting, kicks back, it's gonna hit your head. So if you have this helmet with the visor on it, this visor hopefully will stop the chain a little bit because it's metal, and then the helmet will stop the chainsaw from cutting into your head. And then the chaps are just gonna, when you cut into them, they will stop the chainsaw immediately. I promise you, these things do work. I've watched lots of videos on them. I'm about to do a video probably on my old pair of chaps. You can get all this stuff at like a steel dealer. I don't know if there's a such thing as a Husqvarna dealer, but I'm sure there is, and I know you could get this stuff at a Husqvarna dealer too. I like steel. I don't have a contract with them or anything. I just love their product. I have my MS362 here, my chaps, and also I like this roll bar. We'll talk about this in a little bit, but so when you're cutting with a chainsaw, we're gonna put the chainsaw on the log here. This log wants a tip, and we're gonna let the saw go through the log. You can use these little augers right here to push on the log a little bit. Some guys like to use those, some don't. One thing that a lot of guys I see do is they'll use the saw and work it back and forth. You don't ever want to work your saw back and forth. You're actually prohibiting the saw from cutting as much wood as it can. So you want to just keep the saw on the log like this. Just keep working it back and forth till it gets through the log. Also, when you're done with cutting through the log, you're going to bring the saw back to this position right here. When you do that, you probably want to hit your brake. On some saws, there's an automatic brake. I mean, it still doesn't slow the saw down as fast as a brake does. And always when you're walking around with the saw, you always want to have a brake on. At least try to, please. And yeah, so we're going to always keep our saw like this against our body. We don't want to ever cut above our head. If you're cutting above your head, that's when stuff happens. You always want to keep 2 hands on the saw when you're cutting. And when you're walking around, you want to put the brake on. And then you can use a couple things to help make your sawing process a lot easier. I'll show you that in just a second. Alright guys, so you can use one of these steel log rollers. They work great. It's a log cant, and then you have to get the accessory that they sell in the store. This costs about $140. I'm sure you can get cheaper ones on like Amazon or something that's not steel brand, but this is heavy duty. This will probably last me the rest of my life. But yeah, so this will just help with getting the logs up off the ground. You don't have to cut into the dirt, and you also don't have to have your back bent so far down. For people who have back problems, this works a little better. Even better would be to get like a excavator or a tractor and just grab onto the log and hold it up in the air. But if you don't have $12,000 to spend, then this is a good option. And I'm sure there's other options all around. But yeah, so that's my short little video on how to stay a little safer when you're cutting with a chainsaw. And if you like these videos, please hit like, subscribe, and share them with your friends. Thanks.